you asked yesterday about the rifle, so we did the video and we posted it up on YouTube, so now you can go check that out. So that's pretty cool. All right, let's do questions. This is Ask EJ. Question number 1, hit me.
All right, question number 1 comes from Tim from Mohawk, New York. And he asks, what are things that you can do mentally to prepare for the event where you'd have to use your firearm for self-defense?
Mentally. Well, let me ask you this. How would you prepare mentally to fall down an elevator shaft? I mean, that's about what it's going to feel like. No, here's what I'll tell you. You have to trust your gear with your life. I would say that you, without a doubt, should trust the gun that's on your hip with your current and continued existence on this planet. And that's something I don't take lightly. People are like, well, what about this gun and what about this gun? Well, look, it doesn't matter. I get the one gun that I know is reliable and I carry that one. Everything else has to prove itself to me, and I want all my body mechanics to know exactly what to do, make that gun work under an extreme amount of stress. Second of all, the gear that carries that gun, whether it be the holster or the belt, can I rely upon it to do its job under an extreme amount of stress? So again, you're putting your life on the line with it too. And then from the mental aspect, it's really a level of confidence in your ability to use those tools to defend your life. Now, I'm going to tell you this. We're talking about a life or death situation, whether it be your death or the death of someone who's trying to take your life. That changes your life forever. So if you die, again, you're not here on the face of the planet. If you survive and you've had to take a life, that is going to change your perspective on life and how you view yourself forever. You could very easily put together said scenario of you having to defend your life, and without a doubt, 100% without a doubt, you did what you had to do and you can live with it. But have you thought about the neighbor next door who now views you as a murderer and doesn't want their little Janie playing with little Johnny? Your little Johnny. That's something we don't talk about. That's something we don't even think about. What about members of your church? They don't understand what happened. They look at you as you took a life. What about the parents at school? So when you say mentally, you can be mentally to survive the encounter, but I think too you got to be thinking about mentally how you're going to deal with the after effects as well. So confidence in your gear and confidence in your ability to use the gear is where I'd start. All right, second one.
This comes from Amanda out of Miami.
Amanda.
And she asks...
Mrs. 305.
Mrs. 305.
All right.
I carry in my crossbody purse. Good idea or bad, and why?
All right. Well, initially, the first thing I hear is I carry off-body. So there's a whole debate on off-body versus on-body carry. I'm a big proponent of on-body carry, but we can't always do that, especially the women. Industry has not come around yet, although they are slowly making progress, to have options for women to carry a gun on body that is conducive with the way they might want to dress. So think about a little sundress and some wedges, maybe a nice little hat and some sunglasses, and but you still want to carry your master blaster with you. Not too many options. Now there's some gimmicks out there, the whole lace thing on your leg and some other stuff, but women may find themselves, depending on their dress, needing to carry off body. So I won't say if you can't carry on body, don't carry at all, but there are limitations to off body carry, and access is one of them. And if for whatever reason you become separated from the method of carry, then you don't have your gun anymore. If you're going to carry it in a purse, I would definitely tell you that you need to carry that strap across your body so that, if you are in a tussle with somebody, that purse doesn't come away and you have a better chance of accessing that gun. So, I'm not a woman, but I will say that off-body carry is not proven itself to be as advantageous in a gunfight as on-body carry, but we can't always, especially the women, carry on-body. So I don't disagree with it, just know its limitations and be prepared to act accordingly. All right, number 3.
Number 3 comes from Todd out of Norfolk, Nebraska. What are your thoughts on revolvers for concealed carry?
Revolvers for concealed carry. It's better than nothing. It's not what I would do. I want a lot of bullets, and I want something I can reload. Now, the one advantage that a revolver has over your standard slide gun is that you can ram the revolver up in his belly and you can shoot it, whereas with a slide gun, it's going to take it out of battery. That's me tapping and going, yep, you are absolutely correct. You win the internet for the day. However, the other side of a revolver is that it has 5 or 6 shots, depending on which model you have. And unless you're Jerry Micklick, it can be pretty difficult to reload in that gunfight. So unless you're going to carry speed clips and you've practiced with that, then I would probably say carry more bullets and let's not worry about that kind of stuff. But there are a lot of people who swear by revolvers. So if I say I'm not a proponent of it, that's not to imply that you should carry nothing. If you were going to carry a revolver, then just carry nothing because it's worthless. It's not worthless. But in today's gun era, there are a lot better options than a revolver. That's what I would tell you. So, but if that's what you got, that's what money bought you, and that's what you've got today, then rock on. I don't want you to have nothing, but I would not go into a store and say I'm going to buy a revolver over this semi-automatic reciprocating slide gun, because a revolver is better. Because I don't think it's better. Well, it doesn't jam and like that. Okay, look, I've heard it all. So it's not what I would buy. I would get you a different gun, more bullets. So. All right, is that 3?
That's 3.
Well, that went fast.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And I'm so proud of you today.
Why's that?
You did not screw up anybody's home, state, address, city, or their names.
I picked easy ones today. Easy ones for me to say.
You can't skirt around that. Don't be gaming the system now, man.
Okay.
All right.
Well, that's some good ones.
All right. So keep the questions coming. And apologize for yesterday. The wind was a little crazy out there and kind of made the audio a little bit weird when I was watching it playback last night. So don't forget to check out that video on the rifle. So you guys had asked my favorite rifle. It's up now. You can check that out. All right. Snapchat, radio show. You can check out sheepdogsociety.org or illegallyconcealed.org. And I think our sheepdog stuff is 33 cents a day, and it's 9 or 10 bucks a month. Man, you get everything. So, God dog, it's getting real out there, folks. It's getting real. So, in that case, and in light of that, as always, stay alert, practice often. We'll see you next time.